$75 for this eye cream. This is a chocolate almond latte because caffeine and chocolate both make me happy. I have procrastinated on filming this routine because I have heard that there are makeup wipes and many things that will make me very sad. But I thought, you know what, Cassandra? It's time to stop procrastinating. It's time to get out a latte and react to a Kardashian smashy routine to see if there's actually something really good here with Skkncare by Kim Kardashian, or if this is another example of a celebrity putting their name on products and on a routine that really isn't optimal or ideal. And hello, my name is Cassandra Bankson, medical esthetician, your acne big sister, here to analyze, scrutinize, and learn alongside with you about what celebrities do. Are their skincare routines really that different? And if we want glowing, gorgeous, healthy skin, do we have to follow exactly what they do? Or can we take some of those principles and apply them to our own routines and make them work for us instead? Let's get to reacting.
Okay, so I'm gonna wash my face. I have so much makeup on. This is like a typical work day with this much makeup. We're just gonna show how we use the products. So I don't know why I have like a pattern. I always just like start on my forehead and then I do one side of my face. I try to like use this as much as possible.
So, we are already off to a horrendous start. As a reminder, Skkncare by Kim is like $630. And the first thing that she does is pull out a makeup wipe. Anyways, why are we charging consumers $600, $700 for these products when the first step is wiping a fragranced, questionable cloth across our face, smushing makeup even deeper into our pores? It does not make sense. And again, this just confirms that I have no dexterity and that I like to throw products all over the place, but it confirms that these products literally were just like modeled after her bathroom. Like honestly, these are the perfect match to her bathroom. Like, did she design her bathroom around her skincare line or vice versa? The other thing about this is that, are these even Kylie Skin's makeup wipes? We know that most makeup wipes are bad. They are for fannies, festivals, emergencies, and frantic moments and flights, as according to Caroline Hirons. Makeup wipes, while not the worst thing in the entire world, are definitely not something that is great for a routine, especially if you have sensitivity, acne, dullness of the skin, or are struggling with fine lines and wrinkles. And I know Kim has spoken a lot about anti-aging. But explain to me how you can charge $600 something for this set and then start me off with like a $3.99 sack of 30 fragranced cloths.
I try to like use this as much as possible. And I love like a light foamy. And so this gets off all the excess makeup that's on your skin.
If this gets off all the excess makeup, then what the f is a $90 cleanser for? And I love how her esthetician, the person that she partnered with on the skincare line, Joanna Check, is just sitting there in the corner watching her like sandpaper away her epidermis with this makeup wipe and just watching her like scrape this towel across her face. Again, is it the worst thing? No, but we should try to pat, not to swipe. She looks gorgeous. She looks amazing. Knowing that she has psoriasis and that we don't see her skin being flared up by this makeup wipe is really, really great. But makeup wipes. Again, I know she's a very busy lady. She has a routine or a schedule that none of us could ever relate to. And I totally get that. But makeup wipes, really? Like, save them for the private jet that Kylie Jenner takes like 2 miles and like flies back and forth 1,000 times. Save them for the flights and the emergencies, not for your nightly skincare routine.
So now I am makeup free, totally.
Wow, if that is her makeup free, damn, girl, like that is, I mean, that is some Skkncare, I will say, but I do know that it is not the result of products, it is the result of genetics, estheticians like Joanna Check, dermatologists, treatments, procedures, etc. Even if the Kardashians like to deny it. Kim, in some recent article, has come out saying that she's never had anything done to her face other than like a little bit of Botox. She's never had fillers. I believe that she's denied plastic surgery. I believe that she's denied any sort of lift. She's even denied eyelash extensions. And again, I'm only looking at this through a a screen. When I am looking at this, I'm shocked if those are her natural lashes and they are that bodacious. Maybe she gets them tinted. It definitely looks like she has filler. What it looks to me, can kind of really see it if you know what to look for. Definitely looks like her eyebrows, if those are her natural eyebrows, they've either been microbladed or they have been touched up to the gods. I mean, my eyebrows aren't that thick. I know that hers are genetically very, very thick, but I'm just like, damn, have you really not had anything done? And again, it is not just me who thinks that she's had more than she's disclosed. Doctors and dermatologists on TikTok think the exact same thing. And this just kind of goes along the same thing that happened with Kylie, where Kylie had lip injections. She denied them for ages and then was like, fine, I've gotten lip injections. It's not such a big deal. I don't want to accuse a Kardashian of lying because I genuinely want to believe that people say what they mean and mean what they say. But with the patterns and the history, and if we just look at the data sets of the behavior of Kylie and the Kardashians and Kim and lying about procedures in the past, I don't trust it. And unfortunately, I don't think other people should either. And even if she is telling the truth and she hasn't had those things, she literally has an esthetician standing next to her who helped her with this line. She's literally spoken about the doctors, the visits, the things that she does. Her skin is not a result of skin, even if she wants us to believe that. She is gorgeous, she is stunning, but it's something that we really have to understand and take into consideration, that when we buy a product, we are not transposing someone else's face and their facial genetics and their past treatment procedures and history onto ours. It's just the way that if you use shampoo and conditioner from someone else, it doesn't give you their hair. Just the same way that if you eat some GMO food that has like frog genes or, you know, fish genes in the corn, you don't become a frog or a fish, all right? That's not how genetics and epigenetics work, and that's not how skincare works. And I have lots of thoughts about it that I am going to put on the back burner because I am getting sweaty and heated because I am fucking passionate about this.
So now I want to like dampen my skin a little bit, and I'm going to use the scrub. I just kind of rub it around. Just because I feel like I just had an extra long day with lots of makeup and working. I always go down my neck too.
I love that she's going down her neck, and I love that she is tying her hair up. Those are two things that give us automatic +1s. Points, my bitches. And then the other thing, she's pulling out a scrub. Why? It's 2022.
This is 2019, guys. We're stepping it up.
Unless it's like the Dermalogica microfoliant or like jojoba esters. Why are we using scrubs in 2022? Oh God, makeup wipes and scrubs. And not even using the cleanser. Did I get that right? We didn't even use the cleanser. What the fuck is going on?
I kind of like to wet the washcloth. Just kind of rub it all off because I feel like this exfoliates it all. Also, it's like an extra layer of exfoliation.
We should not be using a washcloth to like scratch at our skin, and if we are, that means that our exfoliant is not doing the job. The exfoliant specifically, I have a sample because of course I do. And I've also got some thoughts. I've got some thoughts on this. And again, how is her esthetician, who's a very good celebrity esthetician, like world renowned, how is Joanna Check just standing here okay with this? This right here, scrub, is quite interesting, specifically because the third ingredient is sodium bicarbonate. Do you know what sodium bicarbonate is? It's baking soda. Why are we spending $50+ on an exfoliator with baking soda, with alkaline, skin-stripping baking soda? We've also got some magnesium oxide. We do have some silica. We do have some geranium fruit ferment, which is actually quite nice. We do have a couple of extracts, as well as perfume, fragrance, linalool, etc. So 2 things in here. First off, definitely not as bad as Kylie's skin. I'm so glad that there are not walnut shells in here. The silica is actually quite gentle. I mentioned the Dermalogica milk foliant and jojoba esters. Silica is actually quite gentle, actually okay as a scrub. Problem is, why the f are we putting fragrance in a scrub along with baking soda? Again, baking soda is extremely alkaline. You know what it feels like. It's gritty as hell. It can actually disrupt your skin's pH. Our skin likes to hang out in a slightly acidic environment, specifically around a 5.5. Now remember, back to chemistry, 7 is neutral, that's what water is. Anything above 7 is considered alkaline, and anything below 7 is considered acidic. Our skin likes to be slightly acidic because it helps keep out bacteria, parasites, etc. And our skin's moisture barrier, the acid mantle, those are the same thing. thing. That is literally something that our body creates to make sure that our skin is nourished and healthy. If we are using something that is way, way, way too alkaline, such as bleach, stripping soaps, or guess what, baking soda, that can absolutely be detrimental to our skin's acid mantle. What happens when you mix something slightly acidic with something that's basic? You neutralize each other. So if anything, this is just making our skin way more alkaline than it should be, or it's even tipping us into that alkaline portion of the pH scale, potentially causing issues and barrier damage to our face. Now there's also this magnesium in here. That's actually great. Again, the silica is great, but then they put the fragrance in. You know that scrubs, as Kim mentioned, they exfoliate the skin. Physical scrubs specifically take off the outer layer of the epidermis. Our skin's top layers, the set of them, is called the epidermis. Epi means top and dermis means skin, so that word makes a lot of sense. And the top layer is the stratum corneum. Speaking about these, keratinocytes are skin cells that kind of become these squished little bricks and they slough off. But when they don't slough off enough, when they don't desquamate naturally, they can make us look, a little bit dull, a little bit crusty. We all know that feeling. And exfoliation really helps. But when we are exfoliating, it's stripping off those outer layers of skin cells and it's making our skin much more susceptible to whatever we put on it or whatever is in that scrub. Meaning, not only have we scrubbed our skin physically and probably unevenly, we have also put baking soda, a very alkaline substance, onto our fucking faces. And then number 3, we have fragrance in here. So if you are irritant prone, like Kim, who has been very open about her psoriasis, we are literally putting fragrance right into the skin, which can irritate some people. It doesn't irritate everyone, but in a scrub, fucking why? Based on what's going on her face, you are paying $50, $85, how many dollars is this? I don't even know. How much money for baking soda and geranium flower extract? What? The Kardashians are excellent at making money. 16-year-old me with acne working at a telemarketing company spending every single paycheck on cleansers at Sephora that didn't work is so angry right now.
You can do toner.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
And enjoy.
Do we have any preference?
Can we do
Set for, oh yes, perfect.
We're gonna start with the toner because you saw me cleanse my face and use the scrub. And now we're gonna use a toner.
And I'm going to show 2 different methods. Some people prefer using toner with the cotton pads. As you noticed, I'm using this press-release motion. My very first instructor told me to treat muscle like a dough and skin like a sponge. When you press, the skin microscopically opens. When you release, the skin grasps whatever is on the surface. So then it's great, that press-release kind of stuff.
First off, I love that Joanna Check has entered the chat. You can tell she's an esthetician based on the way she moves her hands. But also, what the fuck is she talking about? Also, why did Kim need like a reminder of like what a toner is and does? And also, why does she have like a legit sofa setup in her bathroom? I wish my bathroom was bougie enough that I could have a whole ass chair and like couch sofa in there. Also, what the fuck is Joanna Check talking about? I like the idea of treating muscle like dough and skin like a sponge. I think that's cute. But pressing on the skin, if you're holding it there over time, it can help absorb, a little bit of massage circulation. That can definitely help. But based on my knowledge of human biology and anatomy and skin anatomy, the skin does not open or close, right? You can use cryotherapy or temperature and the laws of thermodynamics to help with skin. You can use circulation and pressure to help with things, but that doesn't mean like the skin is like got little holes like the pores that are just opening up and ready to take everything in. Is this absolutely detrimental? Is this medical misinformation? No, but I don't, from my understanding currently, I don't think that that's medically sound and that's like not how the skin works. I think it is important to put forth true and accurate information. So that's where I'm coming from on this one.
That's one option. Or we can apply toner on our hands. That could be in case of men who would like to use it. Very often it's easier either after shaving, apply right away, sort of like cologne. Initially spread it and then press release as well.
Oh my gosh, I want Joanna Check to touch my face. Her hands look so relaxing. Also, Sasquatch, the obnoxious updoor neighbor next stairs, is taking some sort of a shower or flushing some sort of toilets, which is again why I wish that I lived in Kim Kardashian's bathroom where I could afford a sofa in front of my bathtub so I didn't have these noisy neighbors destroying everything I ever try to do that requires a nice audio setup.
Initially spread it and then press release as well. A little tapping motion.
Kim looks so relaxed, and I would be too. Fun fact, this is called Tepulplement. There are different forms of Tepulplement, but specifically this tapping is really nice on the skin. Absolutely wonderful. And something just to comment on here, when we are looking at Kim, she looks very relaxed, absolutely gorgeous. I do want to say that I'm noticing that on her chest, her bra strap has actually kind of moved over, and it looks like you can see, I don't know if it's sun damage or if it is a self-tanner that's kind of moved. I can't totally tell, but you can definitely see that either she was self-tanning and kind of fake tanning, or that she was laying out in the sun. And if you do look at specifically the chest area, at Kim's hands, and even areas on her face, and I like that we can actually see that her skin has texture and tone and differences in color. That is actually so refreshing, and I don't think I've ever seen a Kardashian skin with anything other than smooth, blurred, you know, what the industry calls perfection. So I want to just call out that this is really refreshing. I am a little bit concerned about the color difference, especially if that is sun damage. Also, please remember that while Joanna Czech has been around for 30 years, she's like an industry veteran, this is the same lady who said that you can't get sunburned sitting in front of a window, and therefore you don't need sunscreen if you are in direct sunlight, if you are in front of a window, which is absolutely fucking not true. UVA rays literally penetrate through window. Again, this is another case of not complete medical misinformation, but we are definitely misappropriating science here. We are all wrong about things until we are corrected, but holy shit. This is the same lady who said you don't need sunscreen indoors, and based on looking at Kim's skin, this appears to be sun damage, which I would definitely, you know, want to do something to help with, and especially send off to a derm to make sure that we are looking for skin cancer, suspicious moles, little things that may not be favorable. But yes, I see it and I gotta call it out. But if she doesn't have a dermatologist, even her esthetician can look for the A, B, C, D, E's of skin cancer. A for asymmetry, B for border, C for color, is it larger than the end of a pencil? D for diameter, and E, is it evolving, is it changing? Your esthetician, your medical esthetician, your nurses can all look for that. Doctors and derms need to diagnose, and again, you can get it biopsied if you're concerned about a spot, but skin cancer is no f***ing joke. Melanoma is a melanono in this house. We want to make sure that even if our house has a Sasquatch upstairs, and even if our house doesn't have a bathroom with a couch in it, that we are accurately taken care of and taking precautions to make sure that our skin is healthy so that we can be happy and safe.
Never understood that slapping in the face. What does that do for you?
It's very stimulating and definitely brings oxygen to the surface. I mean, hemoglobin travel as an ingredient of the blood carries oxygen. Skin gets a little pinkish and everything penetrates much easier. And now
there's some good information talking about perfusion. Perfusion means literally bringing oxygen to the skin, circulation to the skin. Yes, hemoglobin, heme literally means heme, which is from iron, right? And globin refers to ball or sphere. And when you look at hemoglobin, it's kind of almost like a little inner tube. Very, very cute, very, very wonderful, and very, very essential to life. And yes, slapping the skin, as long as you're not hurting yourself or damaging tissues, can help to bring blood, circulation, and oxygen to the surface of the skin, which really helps with wound healing, with stimulation, with lymphatic drainage. It doesn't necessarily make your products penetrate deeper, but if your skin has more circulation, it can transport more nutrients to the surface levels and the surface layers of the skin, making sure that your skin has the opportunity to repair faster and just heal better overall.
And now we're gonna do hyaluronic acid. That's what's gonna open all our channels. The small molecular weight of hyaluronic acid, that's what's gonna penetrate the fastest, lasts also long in the skin.
So is this the small molecules mixed with the large?
This hyaluronic acid has small molecular weight and a large molecular weight.
You guys, the scent of this?
So it's scented.
Yes, so our hyaluronic acid has like a rose essence in it, so it's all natural, not like a perfume in it.
Oh, here we go again with natural. Natural doesn't mean better. Flower extracts can actually be very irritating to the skin, depending on whose face you're touching. Hyaluronic acid can be very beneficial to the skin. Again, it acts as a humectant. It can help in wound healing. It is made naturally by our bodies, and it's used in certain medications and injections. Again, there's certain types of hyaluronic acid that are used for fillers in the face, and there are also some that are used for joint problems and joint issues. Again, hyaluronic acid is amazing, and I'm glad that it's in this product, but it's not acting on sodium channels in cells as far as I'm aware of, or potassium or calcium channels. Like, this is why we need a dermatologist or a dermopathologist to help explain this as someone who would know this better.
You like to use your vitamin C at night, right?
Mm-hmm. I use it in the day too, should you not?
If there is an alcohol form of vitamin A, then I would avoid it. Then I would stick to glow oil, for instance, because it also has vitamin C. I would stick.
Wait, I'm so fucking confused. She just said if there's a form of vitamin A, stick to vitamin C. Vitamin A and vitamin C are very different. Vitamin C is water soluble, vitamin A is oil soluble. Those are our retinoids, right? Our retinoid family, our beta carotene. And yeah, you should absolutely use vitamin C during the day. If anything, it does more during the day than during the night because it boosts up the efficacy of your sunscreen. It helps with damage from oxidative stress from the sun, the environment. You can use it day or night, but vitamin C is better used in the day in my personal opinion. So if anything, you should use your vitamin C during the day and your vitamin A during the night. Did I hear that wrong? Because I don't understand what the fuck is going on. She's also talking about alcohols. Technically in chemistry, anything that ends in an OL is an alcohol, right? So are we talking about retinol with an OL? Don't understand what the hell is going on here.
I'll stick to that. And I in general recommend to spread products and then always press release, never forgetting about your neck and décolleté.
Solid advice, excellent technique, and I want her to put her hands on my face. It looks so relaxing, very, very relaxing. But again, what the fuck is going on with these products? Specifically, the vitamin C8 serum is right here, and I will say it does not look half bad. We have 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid, so this is a form of ascorbic acid that is a bit more stable. We've also got more sodium hyaluronate, which is that salt form of hyaluronic acid, which is in the hyaluronic acid serum. So again, I actually don't think you should use both of these because it's just a lot of hyaluronic acid. You can either use the vitamin C with the hyaluronic acid. I would recommend this during the day. And then this hyaluronic acid plumping serum you could use at night. But again, is it really that plumping depending on if the hyaluronic acid is sucking moisture from your skin or from the environment. So this is why you would want to use this with like a moisturizer over the top. Very, very interesting. And again, the vitamin C, is it good? Yeah. But is it worth like what, $60 to $95? No, there are other stable forms of vitamin C like tetrahexadecyl ascorbate that you can get from Sunday Riley, which I also don't recommend, but that would cost less and objectively, based on the ingredients, look to be a bit more efficacious. And then if you really wanted to spend money, the CCC Ferulic. Dude, the CCC Ferulic. You can get that for $72, which I did on Amazon Prime Day. Why am I spending this kind of money on Skkncare when there are plenty of vitamin C's out there that are just as good? This is a hyaluronic serum that they put a fancy name on and put Kim's name on and want to sell to you. And I am not buying it.
Sometimes I mix my night oil with my moisturizer. We both love glow.
I know.
I love how Kim's just like, I know. Their voices, that they like, it's like their own accent, and I actually kind of like it. It's very funny. Like you can tell a Kardashian accent when a Kardashian accent is spoken. But when it comes to the oils, when she said that you can mix the moisturizer and the oil together, yes, you absolutely can, and that's actually really good for, as they noted, somebody who wants a glow. We've done videos on the differences between moisturizers and hydrators. Specifically, oil is more of a moisturizer. It is not technically a hydrator because hydration brings water into the skin like hyaluronic acid. But what happens when you mix oil and water? They repel. So you want to use your moist hydrating products first and then use oils to seal them in. Oh, now this, I got some thoughts about this. This is just a blend of expensive oils, and it has oiled all over the product. Like it doesn't even stay inside of its container. This is a freaking mess, and I haven't even finished testing it. Ah, fudge. Do you see what happens? This is like, it is a user experience nightmare. Oh my God, it's so bad. And I can't make it sustainable. I have my grievances with this packaging and with this product. And I also have some grievances with this, even though I love the packaging. This is like a mini Pokeball, but it is the face cream firming moisturizer. And this is just an expensive apricot filled Pokeball. Do I like the Pokeball? Yes. Do I like the expensiveness of what it is filled with? No. Go ahead and mix it with an oil, but just know that you're overpaying for it. Like just be aware, be aware.
Next step, eye cream.
I love our eye cream because it's thin.
I do too. Thin but
And
very
if you wanna
comforting.
Yeah, but if you want to put makeup on over a thick eye cream, it like pills and
Pills and brands and
Yeah.
all the other stuff.
Yes.
Recommend using usually ring finger. They are the lightest with the touch because human being basically does not use ring or pinky finger. Nighttime application, I recommend to start in the inner corner, outer corner, and under the eye. So circular motion. If you use in the morning, in, out, and then in, out, wavy motion to reduce any puffiness. And now moisturizer.
Technique? 10 out of 10. And the fact that she used the eye cream before the moisturizer, 10 out of 10. But the eye cream, I will give credit where credit is due, and I will say Kim brought up an excellent point, and it's how thick eye creams pill under makeup. If you want an eye cream that works under makeup, you might not be able to use your moisturizer as an eye cream or your eye cream all over your face. There is an absolute perfect reason to use an eye cream, and it's to use it and have it be a different texture than whatever else you're putting on your face. So you should know that they're literally selling you something this big, and they're charging you 2 to 3 times the price for a quarter of the fluid ounces and the actual amount of product. One of the biggest industry scams and ripoffs that everybody just buys into because they think it's normal. You do not have to. Again, you can find a full face moisturizer that goes on that feels just as good. If you want, you could buy this one. Just know what you're spending your money on. $75 for this eye cream. And when we look at the ingredients, it's shockingly similar to the moisturizer. We still have cetearyl alcohol, we have shea butter, we have glycerin, all fantastic, but all what you find in a motherfucking moisturizer. There are a couple of copolymers here and a couple of things that are different. It does look like there's mushroom. It looks like there are some different peptides in here as well. But the apricot, very, very similar to this. Slightly different, but I don't think it's worth the money. If you're okay with the texture, you could literally put this underneath your eyes. If you literally want to save your money, buy the Goodall apricot one for 22 to 24 bucks. And that's basically the same thing. The eye cream, $75 for something this big? Bro, no wonder they're billionaires. Like, no wonder they have couches in their bathroom next to their bathtub. Like, it makes sense now.
I recommend always eye cream before moisturizer. Many people make this mistake of applying eye cream at the end.
I used to always do that.
No.
Yeah.
But you're a great student.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you create barrier when you apply your final moisturizer. Usually it's thicker than your eye cream,
like the
and then eye cream does not penetrate.
Yeah.
That's another reason that people don't see results from their skincare is if you use it in the wrong order or if you don't layer it appropriately. And again, this is also why, depending on what's in the oil, applying an oil before a moisturizer doesn't even give you the benefits of the moisturizer. Excellent, excellent advice. Your eye cream should go in the same step of your routine as your serum, especially if it's a lighter weight eye cream in comparison to your moisturizer. If you are using an eye cream, which again, when I use an eye cream, I put it all over my face and my smile lines.
Here we go.
There we go. This is us.
She knows the pressure points. She knows the facial. You can tell that she's been touching and slapping and supplementing faces for 30 years. I love to see it. And I love to sit in the chair and get it done to me too. Which, by the way, I did pay to get my face bitch slapped. That was fun at Face Gym. And it costs literally 1/6 of the amount that Kim Kardashian's skincare line does. So, yeah.
It's glowing. It is glowing.
Yep, and I'll just sleep like this, and it's perfect.
Yeah, you're done for
and
tonight.
I'm done.
Yes.
I love it.
She is glowing, and I am going to crap myself at the amount of money that these products cost and how horrible this routine is. Joanna Check's version of the routine is excellent. She did things well. Her application was wonderful. Products I'm not super impressed with, which we're going to be talking about in another video because yes, I f***ing got them because I'm going to put them on my face. Damn it. But that's happening. But Kim's version, Kim had 2 steps. She had remove makeup and exfoliate. And she not only didn't use a cleanser and chose a makeup wipe, but she also rubbed and abraded her skin with a washcloth and scrubbed the fuck out of it with overpriced baking soda. Explain to me what is going on here. Kim's, again, I will give credit where credit is due. Kim is gorgeous. She obviously has many talents. I'm so happy that she's a lawyer now. Excellent, all things to celebrate. But that doesn't mean that her skincare routine is any good. Her routine is like a -5 out of 10. Out of those 2 steps, like -5 out of 10. With Joanna's help, she's got it down. I mean, she's done this for 30 years. Joanna's like 9 out of 10 if it weren't for some of that low-level medical misinformation. When it comes to the products, you're gonna have to subscribe for that because my pores are crying. Which is medical misinformation because technically pores don't have lacrimal ducts, and those lacrimal ducts are where tears come out of. So you gotta subscribe to learn the science and the anatomy of your skin and the chemistry of your products, okay, babies? Subscribe, stay hydrated, don't live underneath a Sasquatch, and don't use baking soda on your face, even if a TikToker or a Kardashian tells you to. Be beautiful both inside and out, and I can't wait to see you in this next video where maybe I'm actually trying these and showing you what the f they are doing to my face. Okay, that's good. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.